Hello, Bitbusters, and welcome to another episode, the second episode of Let's Play Ultimate Chip 6. Today I will be picking up with level 8, which looks like it's a recessed wall maze with a lot of chip collecting and plenty of different ways to get around. So I actually did peek ahead the commentary for this level, and apparently it was used as a time trial level in CC Zone, so it looks like it's going to be more about finding an optimal route than being difficult to complete, which is fine for me since I'm just willing to complete it any way I can. So this shouldn't be too difficult. Now, one thing is I was looking through the comments Jeffrey wrote on the previous levels he made for this set. It caught my eye was his comment for level 1. It was that item swapper that looked a little bit like Twister from CCLP1. He said in his commentary that he thought the level looked sort of like what someone might make in the CCLP2 days, and I was kind of curious about what he meant by that. Now, I haven't really played all the way through CCLP2 myself. I know that there are several people in the Chip Challenge community who really like CCLP2, and I'm just wondering, what are the things you really like the most about it? Because when I think of CCLP2, there are several things that come to mind, but not all of them are things that I think people especially like. Of course, the invalid tiles are the big thing, which created a lot of guesswork where either items or deadly traps were hidden under bare floor. But what other sort of design tropes or stylistic choices make you think of CCLP2? Things that might be more positive. And to me, compared to CCLP3, obviously most of the levels are a lot easier. There are a lot of shorter levels, such as shorter and simpler levels, some that are based more on aesthetics, like some of the early ones, like the serial port and the parallel port. Then there are some pretty tough puzzles like Checkerboard 1 and Cloner's Maze. And all in all, there are also some introductions of concepts that we'd see later used in more challenging ways, like security breach, like the whole concept of just keeping a monster locked in a pattern while you take items. That was just unknown enough that it could be its own level, which I think is interesting. Whereas in later on, like in CCLP3 and future sets, it would just be part of a larger puzzle. So yeah, I'm just wondering, what are some things in CCLP2 that stick out in your mind about it, and why are reasons that you like the set? Please let me know in the comments or drop by on Discord, the Chips Challenge Discord, which I'm going to post a link to for those of you who don't know it. Anyway, up next, we have, after that simple level, which was in fact as simple as I thought it would be, we have Tunnel Boring Machine, which is kind of neat because I remember watching a Building Big special about construction of tunnels like the Channel, which goes under the English Channel, and they talked about these basically um, rotating cylinders that could dig through about 250 feet of dirt a day, I believe. I may be wrong, it might be even faster than that. But in any case, it looks like we're just going to have to be careful about how we direct these monsters into the bombs. Anyone else watch Building Big? That was actually a pretty cool show, and one I remember fondly from my childhood. I sure wouldn't know very much about building without seeing it, though. I'm no expert on architecture, of course. But what little I know, a lot of it actually came from that show. It was on PBS. Can't remember what year. It might have been even a little before the turn of the millennium, though I'm not certain. Okay. We've got, looks like 8 total pockets of monsters, and I don't think we're going to need quite that many bombs. We should really be careful about figuring out which bombs are going to be tough to get. Okay, I see that in the center we're going to need to blow up several bombs to get that one ship that's completely surrounded on all 8 sides. So that might be something to start on now. Let's do something like this. This will lead 2 gliders towards the center. And then I should be able to also lead these fireballs towards the center unless I mess it up, which actually this isn't set up very well now for that. But I should probably be able to take in some monsters from the other side. Yeah, let's grab these gliders and also send them towards the center. I think we're going to have plenty of extra monsters. This doesn't look like it's super strict. They'll have to enter every monster room just to pick up the chips in them. What's next? This chip, and if I blow up another bomb, will that let me not really access anymore, but it's not necessarily a problem. If I just blow up 3 more bombs, I have access to every chip in the level. So, easy as that. Now what do we have here? Fireballs, which I'm going to want to take up. Let's do it like this. Go along the top row, leave the bottom row for manipulating the gliders. And when I say top and bottom, I actually mean left and right. This would be like the top if this left wall were rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise. Sort of what I meant. So this is now well, further deep towards the outside row. And we can just let the gliders go into the bombs. Essentially, that's what I was getting at. Oh, and that one's going to come right back at me. There, let's just clear out a little path for it to peacefully, not so peacefully, well, just get out of my way. I wouldn't call it peaceful if it's exploding into pieces. That's peaceful, but not the way I meant it. Anyway, let's just pick up these last few chips, and this is the one room I didn't actually deal with, but I can just send these monsters right across the top and into the other room, or I could if I didn't mess it up like this. Okay, well, they're going to go in that room. They're going to bounce back out, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Okay, they're going to get stuck in that room, in the top right, and then there's just this room. Let's see, can I do anything to make this easy? Yeah, now they actually will go and get stuck in the opposite room. Circle around, and I'll just make my way to the exit. 2 chip sockets to get through. There we go. That was a good level. Tesla foil. Ah, okay. I think this is one that I remember from the stream. I essentially remember there were these 2 side hallways and a center hallway, and it involved blocks. But this I remember being a quite interesting level. It's definitely a partial posting puzzle of some sort. See, both teleports are blocked in all directions. So if I send a ball up through this teleport, it should hit the bomb. Pretty simple. Now, what does that let me do? It's going to let me go left or right. If I go left, then I can teleport down and get out of there. If I go to the right, I'm going to get stuck because I don't have all the chips. So left it is. There's nowhere else to go. It has to be this way. Okay, so now by getting this out of the way, the ball will go up and hit that bomb. Very well. This looks like a block extraction puzzle. Reminds me of Scatterbrained on a much smaller scale. Which is a level from CCLP4 that I created. There we go. And down here, and we need to pick a path to open. If I choose this one, let me get over there and move that partial post back into place. Which is kind of what I want to do, but it won't get me everything I need. But now this is in place. You can go through the teleport, do that, come over here, and make a true partial post, a total partial post, and go through here. And now I have all the chips. I will not get stuck on that chip socket. Alright, let's see. Another block extraction. I'm going to need to push the block right from the tile I'm standing on, which doesn't actually look like it's going to be terribly difficult. Just whoop. Oh, and a blue key, too. Here and down. Now, let's this block over here. You're going to want to go up through that teleport, apparently. Maybe now. That's something I should do now, because it looks like actually I might want to be taking a block up through the teleport to the water that I saw earlier. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I get this. This goes here. This goes up here. Then the ball will get partial posted straight through, blow up the bomb, and give me access to something. Whoops, that's... Oh dear, that is not what I meant to do. Oh, it's simple, it's just going through here. Should be a green key, if I'm correct. Oh. Whoops! I should have looked ahead, I suppose. Now I am stuck right in the middle of this force floor slide. Though technically speaking, when I was standing below here, I couldn't see that this was a dead end that gets me stuck. So yeah, that was unfortunate and a little hard to avoid. Let's try that again. I might jump cut back to that portion of the level because assuming that nothing up to there has to be changed. Okay, let's get back to that. Sent the ball through, go up here. Yeah, we can see toggle buttons, but we can't tell that this is an inescapable trap right in the middle, so that was a little unfortunate. Let's see what's beyond here. It looks like all we need to do is send one ball into here, and then we will get access to whatever is at the end of these toggle wall patterns, and that will hopefully be the exit, or maybe a green key actually, because we haven't seen a green key yet. Exit, 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 and exit. So I guess we don't get a green key. Is that right? There was a green door earlier, but we didn't actually open it. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, just making sure. Yeah, that's an interesting touch. I definitely thought this was a neat partial posting puzzle, though it's a little unfortunate that the strip in the middle there traps you and you can't see it until you step onto it. Oh well, still a good level. Let's move onward to red, brown, and red. Okay, this is an obvious reference to red, green, and blue from CCLP3, which is a very similar fourplex type of monster directing level, except this one is a lot smaller. Looks like they're going to be probably stricter, more decisions. There is green here. He could have called this red, brown, and green. There's no blue, though, because there are no tanks to reverse. So let me do this. Looks like I want to clone 3. I'll take care of the right side. Is there another way to do that? Maybe I could have just sent the fireball to the right, having it bounce off of a fireball stuck in this trap to my left. That would have also gotten those bombs out of the way. Whatever. Multiple solutions, no problem. So let's just do this and this. And I think I'm going to want to do this and this and this. This is a little slower. You can't just clone them all in a row. You got to do it one by one. Is there any reason I'm going to want the fireballs to reverse? Doesn't look... if I get one to reverse, I can send it down this way. I don't think that actually helps. Okay. This is interesting. I think I see something here. Go here, here, there. Use this to turn around and blow up that bomb guarding the exit. But it leaves this one. This is a little trickier. These bombs are straightforward. But these two down here are also straightforward because all you need to do is this. It's all pretty straightforward, has multiple solutions. Not too tough. One chip left. Where am I missing a chip? Where am I missing a chip? Oh, right here. That's right, I was scared that I would need it later. Now this is a little trickier. Need to get a fireball to hit this button and loop. Oh, no, it's not hurt at all. Just do that. That should start a loop. There we go. We're out. Red, brown, red, and green completed. Up next, Primordial Ooze. We're moving through these levels at a pretty quick pace compared to yesterday where we got a little stuck on a couple of them. Or yesterday, last episode, when we got through 7. We're already through 4, and this one doesn't look too tough either. It's a maze with just several different tile types. It kind of reminds me of Aquatic Ruins, but with the water being much less dense and the forest floors being much more dense. And looks like we have some block pushing. I'm not sure how careful I need to be about where I use the blocks, because in Aquatic Ruins, you had to use some blocks, but not all of them had to go in specific places. You had a little bit of leeway, I think. No traps here. Haven't even seen a force or a toggle button yet. That might be coming up later. I'm wondering which level came first, this or Aquatic Ruins? Actually, I'm silly. It's obviously Aquatic Ruins because this level wasn't submitted for CCLP 4 because this set came out too late. So there, answered my question. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just scour this a little more. There are more ships. Here's obviously a place where I do need a block. And Aquatic Ruins had some of those too. Places where you definitely did need to use a block. And they were fairly obvious, thankfully. Yeah, I'm guessing that most of the blocks are for optimization purposes, because you know Jeffrey does like his optimization. Let's see, this landmass is completely isolated, therefore it does require a block. Therefore it requires this block. Or potentially you could bring in another one, but that's obviously the simplest one. Okay. Getting through here is not too bad. Or is this? 12. And we're through. So back on the subject of CCLP2, it's one of the two sets where I'm not really sure what would you consider to be its identity. Like CCLP3, people identify, that's the set with all the really long, really difficult puzzles, Old Frog, all that stuff. CCLP1, that's the set for beginners. It's the intro set. It's easy. CCLP4, I'm not sure it's been out long enough to have an identity, and that might be honestly a good thing. It's a pretty diverse set in terms of design. I guess you could call it modern. It seems to definitely be what I consider the modern design styles, which is little to no guesswork for the main thing. Levels try to avoid being too tedious, while still presenting challenging puzzles. Here, if I do screw up this level, it's probably going to be in this area because all of a sudden we have a lot of required block pushes. But yeah, what do you think of as CCLP2's identity, other than just invalid tiles? That's what I would like to know. Looks like this will get me 2 more chips. Should hopefully be good enough. There, all 3 remaining chips. And the exit. Just need to be careful, not do anything silly. And we're almost out of here. Ding. Another fun, pretty relaxing level. Transmission. Okay. Now this is interesting. We've got a paramecium going around the middle, but it's completely locked in. There's no way I can do anything useful with it. Oh, I think I remember this one. There's another paramecium going around the outside, I believe. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna have to. What am I gonna have to do? It's gonna have to eventually blow up this bomb. Okay, this might take a little work to get done. Let's just dig a little bit because to see what the level's like. I know I'm probably gonna cook it as I do this, but oh well. So what I want to do is push this in the water and also push this in the water, and then I'll create a little wall on the right side where the paramecium can go through and not drown. It'll stick to this wall, come around here, and then I'll just have to flick the buttons a few times to get it through here. I'm just gonna come down here, and then that will be essentially a sort of checkpoint because it won't be able to go back. It won't get caught going through this force floor again. Come down here. It'll need to go to the right on the ice. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think I can remove this block from the ice slide by doing something like that, but not as slow. Oh, well, I can get it on the way back, like, not that. That almost killed me, but there's no chance of it killing me. Okay, I got that block off the ice. Then what happens? The paramecium will, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. We'll go this way, along this wall. Turn around, go right, it'll go down, hit that block. That's not really what I wanted to do, is it? I actually wanted to go along the left side. So to do that, I want to clear that block out of the way. To do that, I want to do something like this and shove the block in the corner. That might be good enough. Let's see. Plan ahead. Paramecium's going to come down through here. But there's a little problem with this block. It's actually not a problem. I see how to get rid of it. Paramecium's going to come through here, go down the right side. It'll go in the teleport. It'll go down here, and it'll be just sort of like before. There's a little loop that it'll go through. Oh, I see how this trap is here. It's so you can't push a block down into the wall. That's a clever little tactic. Most people would just put a wall there. The trap is just a little more flavorful. You could try to do that, but I'd catch you. So now, yeah, this level I've already cooked the bomb section, so let's just reboot it. I think I'm gonna clear out these blocks first before anything else. Yeah, like this. Just get this set up. Let's do it the same in every quadrant. Because there's no real reason not to. Take care of these ice blocks on ice, not blocks made of ice. That block slide is not mean, especially in MS because those block slides are impossible to die on in MS. If it's just a one block ice slide, you cannot actually be killed in MS. So go through here, get that block stuck in the corner because it's just going to be used as a paramecium directing aid. This goes here. Oh wait, the teleport. That's fine. This goes here and gets filled in. Now I take this block out of the way. Almost died to the paramecium in the middle. This would be silly. No reason to do that. Okay. So, try to be careful. Should have planned this section ahead a little more, actually. But I'm going to go like this. That'll do it. That'll do. So once that happens, the paramecium will be caught in this little loop. So you can see I like to set things up ahead of time if I can. Gives me less to think about on the fly. Now I just have to concentrate on timing it through here, and I want to make sure I don't step in the path of this middle paramecium as I'm flicking the button. That would be a really silly way to die. This did not happen quite right. Let's do that instead. Flicking toggle buttons in with good timing does not seem to be something I'm particularly good at right now. If you remember how that Tomberry Estates level went. Okay, well, there. Now it's on to section 3, and by going on to section 3, it's automatically on to section 4. Let's be careful. It's gonna come through here, but it should not hit the button. Nope. Nope, I'm a little slow. I need to a little more ahead of time. There. Ah, there. One more press to go. Done. Alright, nice level. A little contrast between preparing the path ahead of time, solving the puzzle, and actually having to time button presses. That was interesting. Oh, and I just noticed I didn't even need to pick up the chips. They're just kind of there for decoration, a little red herring. Neat. Interdependent line. This line is just a line of blue walls. That's interdependent. I don't need to go in a straight path. I'll make my own path. It's not independent, interdependent. Some kind of recessed wall maze? No, it's probably a block recessed wall maze, if I had to guess. I can't really get very far, but my best guess would be that I want to go through this way. And go through like this. Maybe it isn't a block recessed wall maze after all. Oh, I'm already got all the chips. I don't even see any blocks that'll come through here, so section just kind of psyched me out. I do, however, get some blocks now. That's an interesting looking puzzle. I see how I can use that to build a nail. I need to go around once, and then when I come through the second time, I would have a nail as soon as I push a block onto the button. But I probably want to clear this block down so it's not in the way later. Let's just go through, see what I get. Blue key, sure. Not much of a choice in how to proceed. Red key will get me out here, back around, but there are other options. I need to figure out what I'm actually trying to do here. Like, if I get this teeth out, well, that's not good. It won't go anywhere. It'll get... Actually, I think I need to take the teeth through the maze. To what end, I'm not sure, but I can see how I get the teeth into the maze. I want to take it through the maze and out that door, potentially. This door on the left, which means I want to make some key trades first. So that I can actually get the teeth there. Something like this. Do I need to open every lock? I don't think I need to open this lock here. That lock looks like a trap. Assuming that I only have enough yellow keys. So yeah, I can go in here. And then a path is cleared for this teeth. Again, I don't know what it's for, but I'm guessing that's what I need to do. Get it through here, and where would it go? It would go down. It would go down, it would be caught on this line, and eventually I would go down there, just stand there, and I'll blow up the bomb. Oh, that's neat. Cool. So first order of business, I need to blow up, or I need to nail here. Oh, okay. That's what that toggle wall is there for. Yes, I need to push this here, create a nail. What am I going to do with this block? Let me just look ahead. Just push it all the way in the corner, that's fine. Okay. I have a nail. I use this block to blow up the bomb. The teeth goes here and unnails that block, allowing... That's not how you do that part. I forgot there was a toggle wall under me, so I need to actually step on the force floor again. Then the teeth will get stuck there, and then I just step down here on this other toggle button to get it through. Okay, let's set that up again, and I'll meet you back there. Alright, That didn't take too long, thankfully. So go here. Nail, or the toggles. Okay, I just got out of there in time. Now it's simple. Take the teeth around through this entire path. I say it's simple, but I hope it is. Yeah, just get it down here and all the way around. And then take it to the exit. That shouldn't be too hard. There. Another good level. It made me think, what is the goal? But I managed to figure it out. It wasn't 100% clear, but there was definitely enough for you to tell what you had to do. I liked it. We're out. Independent of this level. Okay, this level looks a lot more straightforward and a lot more difficult. Crazy Box. Looks like it lives up to its name. Walker dodging is not something that I think Jeffrey does a lot of, but it looks like if I can just survive the first few seconds and get out of the box, I should hopefully be in good shape. I wonder if I really need every chip, because that would be kind of cruel. Let's see, well, I've gone through about a quarter of the level and I've gotten over a quarter of the required chips, so I'm thinking the answer is no, you don't need all the chips, but there aren't a lot of extras. There should be enough to make like a small shield, but I'll probably have to put some holes in it. It's reminding me of the level Maze Maker from Pit of 100 Tiles, which is a laughably simple level, much simpler than this. Though it's mainly just because you start on the corner and work your way through the whole rest of the level, whereas here you start in the center, and the walkers are all around you, as opposed to just following in a straight line behind you. Yeah, oh, there are plenty of extra chips. This is not as bad as I thought. It's definitely, I think, harder if you survive the first few seconds than it is to beat the level once you've done that. And I got it on the first try. I'm pretty happy about that. Another quick level, and we're up to Arctic Antics. Looks like this is going to be another maze, and if I had to wager, I'd say that all the... Oh, I'd be wrong. You can probably guess what I was going to say there, but yeah, I was wrong. This level, some ice mazes are more like rectangular than others. This one is more vertical. A lot of the paths seem to be requiring you to make long vertical slides and very short horizontal slides, which is kind of cool. It's like you could think of icicles, or maybe stalactites and stalagmites in a cave. Very tall, thin icicles or rock spikes. There's a little path to where I was before. I always like these loops. Or is it a path to where I was before? Because there's a chip I didn't pick up. Oh, it's not a path to where I was before. It is a new path. Need to be on the lookout for those. And I need to remember to try these walls. Probably going to be a lot of oofing. Yeah, the walls are a good way of telling where have you been and where haven't you been. So that's kind of helpful. If I get lost. Oh, nice. Almost overlooked that. Need to be very careful how I look here. It's very easy to miss a path. Or a potential path. I see a blue key. It looks like we're only going to get the one, and we're probably going to have to use it here to get the skates. Of course, it's probably not going to be accessible until after... Oh, wait. Or maybe I use the skates. I use the skates, then pick up the blue key and use it to exit. Actually, that's what's going to happen. I definitely like that the ice maze is focused on vertical movement and doesn't have like long paths going off screen in all four directions. Makes it a bit less annoying to navigate. But of course, still easy to overlook things as I appear to have done here. I need to get that using a long slide from below. Have I been there? Yes, I have. So let's see if I can work my way back around to it. Yeah, here we go. Very easy to miss. This should be most of the right side done, hopefully. Should be just some stuff in the middle and on the left, which I didn't really address all that carefully yet. Not getting there from here. Need to find another path. Oh yeah. Let's see, does this level take up the whole map side to side? I think we went all the way to the right edge. Wonder if we'll go all the way to the left edge. I'm really starting to miss these things in the middle unless I have to take a very long winding around path to get to them, which maybe I do. Something like this. Or was that just for one chip? Just for one chip. It was a breakthrough wall. So easy to miss one chip. Are there extra chips? There are several extra chips. Are they accessible? Sure looks like they are. Yeah, totally. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that from this maze. Guess there's a nice way of saying you don't have to find all the fake walls. I'm curious to know if it's possible to get exactly enough chips to exit without breaking through any fake walls, and essentially any extra chips would reward you for finding the fake walls you could break through. That'd be an interesting design choice. I might have to check that later on and post a little note saying if that's true. First, I need to find which of these doors is actually leading me to exit. Okay, I just need to go through it this way. There. Arctic Antics is done. And I got through 9 levels today, which compared to the 7 levels of the first episode is a better pace. And I think I'm going to call it there for today. This was another fun playing session. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for making these levels, Jeffrey. I'll play some more in the not too distant future. Have a good night, everyone.